Well, hello there. Come on in. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. I was just going over your chimney inspection report, but now that you're here, make yourself comfortable. Let's go over it together, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right-hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me. Hey, Lisa, it was great to see you and meet with your client out at the house today. Hey, beautiful house, nice location. Let's take a look at this is the chimney on the right side, or the main house. And you can see that the crown is all but washed away. You can't even hardly make out the guy's first name that poured this crown or built the chimney, but his last name is Baker. So we don't know if Mr. Baker's even still with us or not. As we look behind the chimney, we can see that there's no cricket back there. State of North Carolina wants to see a cricket that looks just like this behind any chimney that's wider or broader than 30 inches. And the reason for that is to help prevent water leaks. With a cricket, the water passes to either side of the chimney rather than hitting the back of the chimney and running back up underneath the shingles. So that's something that a roofer can help you with. As we look inside that same fireplace, we can see it's got a working set of vented gas logs. It's a manually operated system. We can also, let's stay on this picture for a second. We can see how they brought the floor of the fireplace up. This was to overcome a design problem. The original mason built both this fireplace and the cottage fireplace with a too small a flue. And so with these large opening or standard size opening fireplaces, too much air get in there. It was backing up and pouring back into the room. So some smart mason, or it wouldn't have been a mason, it would have been a chimney sweep, came along and built this up like this to help prevent that. Apparently it's working because no carbon monoxide off of these gas logs were coming into the house. So that was a good thing. Damper's working, no problem with that. We look in the cottage or guest house. We can see it was a similar situation. You can see the original look of the original fireplace, but again, they put too small flue in there, so they bricked it in so it looks like this now, and that should solve the smoking issue. We look inside, look up, you notice there's no damper. They just stuffed a board in there. Well, that can be easily fixed, and I've given you a price on doing that. Hey, I like this 60s grill that's going on here in the same cottage. We look up on top of that cottage, we can see one of the flues is covered with a screen to keep the creatures out, and the other's not. Well, chimney caps like this one or others are not code required in the state of North Carolina, so you don't have to put a cap on here. But anyway, it would be smart to cover both flues instead of just one if you're going to put a cap up. Anyway, there's some cracks up in the crown on this one, so both the crowns need to be repoured. We're giving you a price on doing that. Again, no cricket behind this chimney. It needs to be. And also on the flashing on this chimney, you can see that it's a split open. This is a water leak right here, so that water is no doubt getting down into the body. I'm sorry, into the attic area. We look in the living room flue system. You can see that it's half size. It's not 13 by 13. It's 8 by 13. Also, we've got some open joints in that flue, and that's always a problem, especially when you're burning wood, or in this case, vented gas logs. Both produce carbon monoxide. Both we do not want to allow to get into the room, into the walls of the house and into the living space. So this is easily repaired if that's something you want to do, and I've given you a price on doing that. A good alternative to that would be spend that money towards some nice vent-free gas logs. Vent-free, remember, just to remind you, is complete combustion, blue flame, white tip, no carbon soot, no carbon monoxide, exact same technology in a gas range and a kitchen. So that's that. Guest house, both grill and fireplace really is in much better condition than the other. So no recommendation for flue repair there. Folks have questions for me, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thanks.